The Twin Island state of Trinidad and Tobago has recently been shifting its focus from the sole reliance on oil and gas towards more sustainable alternative industries. One of the initiatives that have been put in place to encourage business development has been the Trinidad and Tobago Free Zone program. Free zones have been established in over 130 countries worldwide, where governments primarily provide infrastructure, allowing free zone business to benefit from significant tax exceptions. Trinidad and Tobago's Free Zone program somewhat differs from the standard, as it has been largely funded by the private sector. On October 29, 2014, the Trinidad and Tobago Free Zones Company Limited, commonly known as TTFZ, celebrated its 25 years in operation. The anniversary gala dinner was attended by several esteemed figures, including Senator the Honourable Vasant Bharath, Minister of Trade, Industry, Investment and Communications, and Minister in the Ministry of Finance and the Economy, who delivered the feature address of the night.
The Free Zone really provides an opportunity for companies who are looking primarily at the export market. Because when we sell Trinidad and Tobago, and it would have happened when Minister Cadiz was there, and now when we sell Trinidad and Tobago, and we sell Trinidad and Tobago as a destination for an investor, we're not really selling a market of 1.3 million people. So necessarily, when we sell Trinidad and Tobago, we sell Trinidad and Tobago as the gateway to many other markets, to the 600 million people who are sitting on our doorstep, who, if one were to look at the history of it, primarily we never dealt with them because there were language barriers, there were cultural barriers. But the fact is they're on our doorsteps, and so therefore we've chosen in the past to go north when really the much bigger market is south. I want to congratulate the Trinidad and Tobago Free Zones company. 25 years, as Minister Cadiz says, is a long time. However, in the whole scheme of things, you have a long journey still ahead of you. And despite the fact that you've had many successes, particularly in the last 4 years that we've been in office, the fact is you have before you a long and hard journey, but not one that is impossible or even improbable. It is one that's worth going after. It is one that the country needs you to be active and to ensure that you play your part as an organization in continuing to build the economy of Trinidad and Tobago.
Other featured speakers were the Honourable Stephen Cadiz, Minister of Transport and Member of Parliament for Chaguanas East, Mr. Kelly Bainey, Chairman of TTFZ, Alderman Gopal Budam, His Worship the Mayor of Chaguanas, and Mr. Rashid Ali, Director of TTFZ and President of the Cunupia Business Owners Association.
It is indeed an honor and pleasure to warmly welcome you to the Trinidad and Tobago Free Zones Limited official start of celebration in commemoration of the achievement of our 25th anniversary of operations. The Trinidad and Tobago Free Zones Company Limited prides itself in being a gateway to the global business and investment opportunities. To this end, I can testify that during my tenure as chairman of the Trinidad and Tobago Free Zones Company, I have seen the establishment of 5 new free zones enterprises with parent companies from Canada, Germany, and our very own Trinidad and Tobago. Together with these new businesses, have contributed $135 million in startup investments to the local economy. They have also generated revenues of over $100 million and created employment for an estimated 600 persons.
I see this year you're celebrating 25 years, and 25 years is a milestone for anything. And to be in business for 25 years, congratulations, Chairman, on achieving 25 years. I have read in my first incarnation in the cabinet as Minister of Trade, I remember we had a number of applications for free zone, and I know some of them came through. I'm sure Minister Bharath is going to speak about that. But really and truly, the free zone company forms a major part of the economy of this country, and the free zone company and its management, board of directors, should be warmly congratulated on the work that they have done and continue to do.
As the Trinidad and Tobago Free Zones Company celebrates its monumental 25 years in service and continues its purpose of establishing Trinidad and Tobago as the gateway to global trade, it is imperative that both the TTFZ and MTIIC continue its work together to build a stronger and more diverse economy for the country.
When one, again, would speak or is to speak of the Trinidad and Tobago Free Zone Company, it must be looked at in the context of the other arms of the government of Trinidad and Tobago that essentially provides the environment to create business. And of course, in the Ministry of Trade, we have Invest TT, Export TT, Exim Bank, and other organizations that have been set up primarily to deal with the enabling environment related to doing business in Trinidad and Tobago, together with the Trinidad and Tobago Free Zones Company. And when one speaks of the environment and the economy, clearly we need to talk about economies that affect Trinidad and Tobago's economy. Because every time I have the opportunity to speak publicly, I talk about the competition for the elusive investment dollar that not just the free zones will have to compete for, but Trinidad and Tobago as a nation must compete for on a global basis.